But it's coming back to me because the lady was like, it's not brown, it's bronze. And I wanted to match my jacket. Welcome back. I'm Donna from the Lost Closet 12. I am a part-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and I have a Flipped Friday with you today for the week of October 18th through the 24th, and we're going to just jump right in to what sold this week. And if you like this kind of content, don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload a new video. Gotta get your water in. And up first we have Disney Mattel Motors Raceway Friction Pullback Race Cars 2007, Goofy, Mickey, and Pete. And they were just fun little pullback cars. They were a Benz pickup. They were written in April of 25, and they cost me 27 cents, and they sold for $12.79. I was also running a sale for most of these. And J. Crew velvet pants, size 10, City Fit, tan mid-rise boot cut pockets. They were pretty cool. August of last year, 2024, they were a Benz pickup. They cost me $1.12 by pound. They sold for $14.99. And this I would not recommend. I've had this for like 2 years, maybe more. It was $1 a day pickup. I don't have my average cost, so I'm going to say I paid $1 for it. Men's extra large polo shirt, classic fit, short sleeve, grayish blue, Devin and Jones. It's just, maybe if I had a couple the same size, I would maybe pick it up again. But same size, same style, different colors is what I meant. So, up next we have women's slip-on shoes, size 11, lightweight, flat, fabric gray, professional, easy spirit. You could use teacher, minimalist, casual. They were just a basic, very classic shoe. And they, where am I? March 2025, they were a red, white, and blue pickup, and they cost me $5. And my lighting is never that good. So, this was a set of 4 Funko mystery figures, Disney Frozen, lot of 4 mystery mini figures, and an Esla. They sold for $5.12. Where am I at? September 2024, they were a Ben's pickup. I had my cost at $1.79. I don't know if that's by actual weight, because I feel like I've had them for a little while, or if that was my average. Women's denim skirt, size 14, floral embroidery above knee, Venzia jeans. It was a cute skirt. I really liked it. It took a while for it to sell. Where am I at? October, no, maybe not. October 20, yeah, a year. October 2024 is when I wrote it. It was a Ben's pickup. 89 cents is what it cost me. I accepted an offer of $6 because I had it for over a year. The buyer took like 4 days to pay me, but I got paid. It went out. So that's the goal, right? Up next, we have men's 32 by 32 straight leg classic denim wash jeans by Wrangler. They sold for $6. I had them for a year as well. October 24 is when they were written. I have my cost at $2.50. It was a Ben's pickup. And these are just nice. I picked them up solely on style. I just thought they would work so well for so many different things. They had like a rustic, I don't know the words I'm looking for, but I liked them. And I did use the word rustic. You could use, I guess, I don't know, like, they remind me of like cowboy or cowgirl. They remind me of a, I don't know. I liked the stitching. I liked the color. I just picked them up solely for the style. They were a red, white, and blue pickup. Men's dress shoe, loafer, 8.5 rustic. Kenneth Cole reaction keynote. I think that might be the style name of the shoe. I'm not sure where I got that from. So they were written in February. $5 was my cost, and they sold for $24. Someone had made me an offer. This, I was just curious about guitar picks. It was a bins pickup. It cost me next to nothing. There was a few extra that landed in my cart. I did not add them in this listing. I didn't want to junk it up. I just sent those off for the buyer. So they, instead of 11, I think they got 14 or 16. I can't remember. But they were not the same type of guitar pick. So they got a few extra. Didn't cost me any more to ship it. Probably didn't cost me any more to buy it. I don't know how I ended up with them. I just found them when I was sorting through that haul. 11 Fender guitar picks, medium gauge, large letters, clear pink palm trees. I just was curious, so let's see. They were written in April 2025. I have my cost at 4 cents, and $10 is what they sold for. So easy to ship, easy to write, learn something new. Up next, we have women's linen blend pants, size 8, cropped tapered leg, zipped button, casual. There was not a lot going on for these pants. I think they were H&M. Yeah, H&M was the brand. They're just linen, they're black. That's why I picked them up. It wasn't the size, it wasn't the style, it was the fabric is why I picked these up. And they were written in June of 25, 77 cents at the bins is my cost. They sold for $14.39. ASOS design, extra large, tall, waffle knit, preppy, button, front long sleeve. I forgot the X. It's supposed to read XLGT for extra large, tall. Depending, I put that in there because some people abbreviate their searches and some people do not. And this was a light green in color top. It was written in June of 25. It was a bins pickup. $1.22 was my cost. This was a gifted items. Scooby-Doo, plush TY cartoon character animal toy. I don't know when he went up. He was gifted though. I put my little note in there. And he sold for $13. I probably had him for over a year. Doc McMuffins and more vet playset medical replacement pieces of 11. I wrote Doc McMuffins and more because I could not guarantee that every single one of these pieces came from a Doc McMuffins playset. So just to cover my backside that's how I wrote it, because I'm learning that some buyers are, I don't want to say overly picky, but if they expect that it's all going to be Doc McMuffins, they might return it if one piece is not. So, February 2025 is when it was written. It was bins pickup. 76 cents is what it cost me, and it sold for $15 on Poshmark. This was a nice find. I picked it up because of the brand, the size, the style. Okay, and I still had the tags. It was a red, white, and blue pickup, $5.84. I wrote it in August of this year, and it's Crocs Santa Cruz Triple Comfort Slip-On Men's size 14 Relaxed Fit Walnut. And here's the picture of the tags. Should have been my first picture, I think. They sold for $50 on Poshmark. Red, white, or blue, if I didn't say, $5.84 was my cost. Now, this women's extra large crop pants, lightweight, pull and black, embellished resort travel. You could use lounge. They were just really pretty. I like the little detail on the end. They were written in February of 25, and they were bins pickup. Lightweight, 56 cents was my cost, and they sold for $10 on Poshmark. This, I did sell it for $10. It was an offer. I don't know why I accepted a $10 offer. Maybe I thought it was a different pair of mules. But it's coming back to me because the lady was like, it's not brown, it's bronze. And I wanted to match my jacket. Which her jacket, and we went back and forth a little bit in the conversation on Poshmark. And I told her, I said, the photos that you're showing of the color doesn't match the description. It's the same color as my photos. And I also told her that bronze falls under the colorway of brown. And I guess she disagreed, and she sent a photo of her jacket she was matching these shoes with. That was brown. And if you ask me, that jacket was more of a cream or eggshell, is probably how I would have described it. But Poshmark, I got the notification today that they approved the return because I didn't describe it accurately. Okay, so I'm just going to move on. You let me know in the comments how you handle a return request based on the color is not the same. Like, my thing is, there's so many different shades of brown. There's shades of tan. There's shades of blue. There's like, I don't know. And this did have a little bit of a shimmer to it, which you can see in the photos. I didn't write it in my listing, so Poshmark approved it. I'll rewrite it, and I'll make sure that I put that in there. That is shimmery. And it will not be selling for $10. I think I mixed this up with a pair of mules I've had for a while. So, moving right along, we have women's Levi's small plaid flannel shirt, long sleeve, lightweight, button front. And this was written in December of last year. It was a men's pickup, $1.57 was my average cost. Now, these two, I had two that sold almost back to back, both on, where are we? Mercari. Religious cross-stitch bundle, God bless, cross and Noah's Ark, lot of 4. There's 4 little mini cross-stitch sets in there. I got a whole bag of this one and the next one for $5.99, so my cost was $3. They cost me nothing to write, and I mean, no time to write. They cost me $3. Easy ship, easy list. And this one also from the same bag from this thrift store. I don't normally shop at this thrift store. However, I needed to get out of the house. It was during when I was out on medical and I spent too much time inside. I needed to go do something, but I didn't have the energy to drive an hour away to where I normally source. So this is a counted cross-stitch ornament, mixed lot bear dove star heart, and they were again written in May. $3 in my cost. So the one sold for $9, the other one sold for $7. So not a bad little return for just wanting to get out of the house. And this one is M5 Volume 1 DVD 3-disc set, BBC. And then Matthew McFadden, if I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if I'm not. And that sold, I don't have when I wrote it, but it was a bins pickup. $1.07 is what it cost me. And that concludes this week Flipped Friday. So I appreciate you guys watching at the end. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, or subscribe. That would really help my channel grow. I've been trying to be consistent, getting at least 2 videos up a week, and I'm doing pretty good at that. I used to, when I first started, I was out on medical, so I did 3. I'm going to try to get that 3rd one in because I like doing the haul videos. So yeah, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about returns based on the color doesn't match. And that's on eBay, that would be an INAD, and I wouldn't have any sales for a week. But but yeah, I'm gonna move right right along and just accept the return, let it get back to me, and yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys are getting ready for the upcoming. I think this will be out before Halloween. So have a nice, safe Halloween, and have a lot of fun with your costumes. And we're getting ready for the big holiday season, Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then the New Year. So yeah, enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.